Breaking news! Did President Trump also secretly meet with the Russians in the spring of 2016? NBC News is reporting that the FBI has focused its attention on an alleged meeting Trump secretly held at the Mayflower Hotel with the Russian ambassador to the U.S. And so, the noose is getting tighter around his presidency. And when Attorney General Jeff Sessions got word of a tightening noose, just out of habit, he jumped up and yelled, "Okay, you boys get the gasoline and the cross, I will get the hoods." That's it. It's time to be less stupid. Welcome to Be Less Stupid. I am your host, John Hotchkiss. This is our 51st episode. You can see the first 50 shows free on our streaming service at factbox.tv. And if there's a subject that you would like to see me discuss, or you just would like to get in touch, please email me at this address. Also, if you like the show, please like our Facebook page so you'll be the first to see new episodes when they premiere, which is about twice a week. Oh, and seriously, do not forget, every time that this show gets shared on Facebook, an angel gets its wings. Then a Russian hacker steals the angel's identity, and the angel instantly has no money and is forced to move back into the basement of his parents' cloud. Anyway, moving on. Nearly more members of Trump's inner circle are under investigation by the FBI than there are who ain't. And it's getting harder and harder to remember who's an alleged traitor working for the commies and who's just an ordinary Trump-supporting asshole and who secretly thinks that Kathy Griffin's picture with Trump's bloody head was actually kind of cool. So, as the number of officials under investigation by the FBI or Congress gets higher than Woody Harrelson on Ben & Jerry's Free Ice Cream Day, so that you can keep track, I would like to share with you this definitive list of White House staff under investigation for lying to Congress, lying about Russia, obstructing justice, or colluding with Russia to interfere with the 2016 presidential election. At the top of the show, I told you about new allegations against President Trump. Then, yesterday, President Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, was sent a subpoena to turn over documents and provide testimony to the investigators in the House and the Senate. If he refuses, Michael Cohen could be jailed or face an even worse punishment: continue working for President Trump. We learned last week that Jared Kushner is now also the subject of an FBI investigation. He too is alleged to have held a secret meeting with the Russian ambassador last spring. Kushner may have also committed treason if allegations are true that he attempted to set up a secret back channel to directly communicate with Vladimir Putin. Reactions to this news have been mixed. The president dismissed the charges against Kushner as, quote, locker room diplomacy. Meanwhile, NBC fired Billy Bush again, which is actually kind of cruel. Billy Bush doesn't work for NBC anymore. The FBI is also investigating former Trump campaign boss Paul Manafort for shady financial dealings and lobbying for the pro-Putin regime in the Ukraine. Manafort is accused of accepting $12.7 million in consulting fees, an amount President Trump referred to as, quote, bronzer money. The FBI also alleges Manafort did not register as a foreign agent. Plus, the FBI is looking into a $3.5 million loan Manafort got from a former Trump business partner the day after he left the Trump campaign. This $3.5 million loan, every living creature on Earth, except Paul Manafort, has described as, quote, really fucking suspicious. Former National Security Advisor Mike Flynn is under multiple investigations. The Pentagon Inspector General wants to know if Flynn violated military rules by accepting foreign payments from Russia and Turkey without registering as a foreign agent. Plus, the FBI has two other questions for Flynn. One, did he tell Russia that Trump's administration would lift Obama's sanctions in return for help winning the election? And two, would he like soup or salad with his last meal before he faces the electric chair? President Trump's former campaign aide, Roger Stone, is also being investigated by the FBI. He is accused of interfering in the US election by communicating over the internet with a Russian hacker. And even worse, with releasing those stolen naked pictures of Scarlett Johansson, where they're going to nail him for that. Carter Page, whose Secret Service codename is Gomer Pyle, is another of Trump's former advisors, now under investigation by the FBI. In the summer of 2016, a U.S. court okayed wiretapping his communications when allegations surfaced that he was being cultivated as a source for a Russian spy. Congressman Devin Nunes is the former leader of the House's investigation of President Trump. However, he is now being investigated by the House Ethics Committee for revealing to Trump's team members that they themselves were picked up on legal wiretaps of foreign nationals. When Mike Flynn faces the electric chair, Devin Nunes is his +1. NBC News has also revealed that former Trump associate and press aide Boris Epstein has been contacted by the House Intelligence Committee. They are determined to find out Epstein's grandmother's Passover kugel recipe. I'm kidding. It's about colluding with Russia. Investigative committees are also interested in U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who was forced to recuse himself from the Trump-Russia investigation after getting caught failing to report at least one meeting, and perhaps now as many as 3, with the Russian ambassador to the U.S. He's our top law enforcement guy. You think we're done? Absolutely not. There is still even more. The Federal Election Commission this week has been alerted to alleged illegal monies paid to White House advisor Steve Bannon of almost $1 million. Bannon has been accused of illegally coordinating activities between Trump's campaign and a super PAC, and with being a sick, dangerous fuck. And yes, those are actual legal terms. Okay, so there you have it. Be Less Stupid's murderer's row of miscreants, lowlifes, and villains. If you enjoyed the show, please share it with your friends on social media. And remember, you can see every episode totally free at factbox.tv. That's it. I'll see you next time on Be Less Stupid.